It's Friday Night Football. Your first and goal coverage is supported by McDonald's Valley-wide.
Expectations for the Harlingen Cardinals have certainly grown since the preseason. Coach Manny Gomez surprised many when he admitted his team would have a different look this season. Maybe not the same look Valley football fans would be used to. When the Cards came up big against San Antonio Reagan, the upset key to run that's left Big Red tied with San Benito and Hanna as the only unbeaten teams in 32-6A. Tonight, a test against an up-and-down Weslaco East team. And the Wildcats were up tonight. Derek Ibarra scored on a short run, and East gets back to business with the ground game. They were driving for more, but Nathan Martinez gets the interception. He's going to take it all the way down to the East 10-yard line. And there, Daniel Ramirez would find Ethan Martinez. That tied the game up at 7. East led at halftime, 14-7. And they hold off the Cardinals tonight. The final score, Weslaco East 20, Harlingen 17. Welcome back to Wild and Wacky Week 8. Dave Brown with you as we turn the corner and head for the stretch in another football regular season. Unbeaten still at 6, which is a large number for this late in the season. As for the ranked teams in 6A, only 3 played tonight. On Friday, the other 3, Vela, PSJ, and Rowe all won last night. San Benito won. Harlingen, as we just showed you, was upset by Weslaco East. And Hanna picked up the win by 3 points tonight over Los Fresnos. And speaking of preseason expectations, tonight's game of the week looked like the showdown in 32-5A this season. Instead, that game will come down to tomorrow in Brownsville when district co-leaders Lopez and Brownsville-Vets head up. Regardless of this season's implications, Mercedes Edcouch Elsa is always one of the Valley's great rivalries. Channel 5's Brandon Ortega was there to watch tonight, and he updates us on the outcome and impact of our game of the week. Brandon?
Hey there, Dave. You're right. Another great matchup tonight between Edcouch Elsa and Mercedes. Now, tonight it was sort of pick your poison for the Jackets defense. Mercedes quarterback Mark Ledesma just had everything working for him. Came up very big with some pivotal moments in the fourth quarter, and that's where we lead you to our impact plays of the night at our first and goal game of the week. It came with about 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And right here, Mark Ledesma, check out the throw. An even better catch from his brother, Matt Ledesma, down to the 2-yard line, and that would set up on the next play. Mark Ledesma, the 1-yard score, and that was one of his 2 rushing touchdowns. He had 3 on the night altogether. Tigers pull away to win 34-14 as we bring it back to Benny Layton Stadium. So Mercedes now 4th win in a row over Edcouch Elsa. That's big, but they stay in the hunt for a district title. Just 1 loss in district play, so after the Brownsville Vets Lopez game, Mercedes used to be 1 game behind the winner of that matchup. We'll send it back to you, Dave.
Hey, Brandon, winning 4 straight in a rivalry will really turn the heat up on it for next year when Edcouch Elsa plays Mercedes. 22 games on tonight's schedule, as Brandon told us. Mercedes picks up the 20-point win. Pace 7 points better than Donna North. Sherryland and Pioneer are still playing. Normally we pride ourselves on final scores, but it's 49-all late in the 4th. Rio Grande City lost to Nixon tonight. Martin knocked off Roma. The Gladiators still looking for their first win. Harlingen South San Benito, and San Benito picks up the win to remain unbeaten. Hanna beat Los Fresnos tonight 10-7. Weslaco East by 3, as we showed you in the first look game. And Weslaco all over Rivera tonight. The Raiders were unable to score a point. Edinburgh North is leading Economitas. It's 28-14 in the 4th. PSJ Southwest led early, but North rallies to win. They pick up that game by a touchdown. La Jolla McAllen Memorial, a somewhat low-scoring game, but the Mustangs get the win. And Juarez Lincoln knocked off McAllen tonight. Now on to the 4A scores. Rio Hondo is leading West Oso fourth quarter. Port Isabel scored first, but Orange Grove rattled off the points, and they pick up the win. Raymondville still unbeaten with a shutout win over Progreso. La Feria knocked off Kingsville. Grulla and Zapata, and the Gators get a 2-point win, 16-14. Lyford, another low-scoring game, knocked off Bishop. Santa Rosa got a late touchdown to edge Santa Gertrudis by 1 point. Hebronville blanked Monte Alto, and Santa Maria took on Three Rivers, and Three Rivers was just too strong. One of the forgotten under-the-radar teams is Sherryland. Hard to believe, given the school's recent success, winners of 5 in a row after a season-opening loss. Rivalry game with Pioneer tonight at Richard Thompson Stadium. Blake Klein runs 80 yards for the opening score, but if you missed that one, don't worry. The offenses were on center stage tonight. Jacob Rosales will pass to Rohel Cajero. It's another long play, and this is going to tie the game up at 7. Could they hit 100 tonight? Well, they're going to, because right now tied at 49. If it doesn't change, somebody's got to get the lead, and if they go to overtime, we're going to hit 100 points total between Sherryland and Pioneer. I talked about Hannah last week. Unbeaten's in 32-6A and facing Los Fresnos at Sam Stadium. This was a low-scoring and not a lot of offense. Hannah jumped out to a 3-0 lead on a rare field goal. Not that they're rare, but we don't usually show them, no offense kickers. Nick Valencia scores on a screen pass, and the Falcons led 7-3 at the break, but Hannah comes back, and they win again, 4-0 in district after a nail-biter 10-7 victory. Edinburgh rivalry night between North and Economitas. Roger Barrientos passes to Jose Salceda and the touchdown Jaguars, but the Cougars answer. Isaiah Rangel on a quarterback keeper ties the game up. Edinburgh North gets the win tonight as they win it by a final score of 28-14. And another rivalry game in 31-6A in Farr as PSG Southwest went against North. Homecoming for the Raiders, and Southwest jumps out. Jose Zamora sneaks it across. North was blanked in the first half. They trailed 10-0, but 17 unanswered points leads to a happy homecoming and a 17-10 win for the PSG North Raiders. Only one of the 6 unbeatens had the week off. Mission Veterans was idle after 7 straight weeks of play. Patriots face a big game in 2 weeks against Sherryland. That's assuming Sherryland holds on and somehow picks up the win in a tie game right now with Pioneer. That same week, current unbeatens, PSG and Vela, will play on Thursday of Week 10. And, of course, tomorrow night, the big game in Brownsville. Lopez and Brownsville Vets, undisputed lead in 32-5A. A reminder, First and Goal is social on Facebook and Twitter at KRGB Sports, and we also have scores, highlights, and stories posted on our website at krgb.com. This has been First and Goal Final for Friday, October 20th. I'm Dave Brown, and we'll see you